And back we go. Alright, yeah, I am running out of Starship launch fuel, so I need some. Oh. I wonder if anybody's interested in these gooey leaves. I bartered for these. Aha! There we go, money in the bank. 288,000 units. Just out of curiosity, what kind of missions are available here? Well, let's see. I can take a photo on a desert world. I can deliver an item. I can take a photo on an airless world. I can take a photo on an airless world. And I can raid a planetary. Actually, no, I can't. Let's see here. So these two, it seems, are the same mission. Maybe I take 2 photos on airless worlds. There's a photo on a desert world. I can take that too. And I can be a delivery boy. Yeah, Mr. Speedy Delivery, that's me. Okay. I noticed that focused is spelled with 2 S's here. I wonder if there was a typo that was just never corrected. So now in my log, I have all these as secondary missions. Well, and that pulse splitter. I don't seem to have anything. No, I don't seem to have anything to deliver, though, this whole delivery mission. Okay, I'm gonna have to be a bit careful because there's supposedly pirates. They might be after this cargo, and I don't really have a weapon that's good enough for them. I got that photon cannon, but if it's a C-class ship, it's probably a C-class weapon too. And as a merchant, and my rank, I think has been upgraded to merchant. You know, that money. I'd certainly like to know what I'm delivering. You know, I might have missed a spot check earlier, but I'll wait for all these to filter out. Sometimes, yeah, I seem to have just gotten these. I suppose because you use defense chit. But there's a secure depot somewhere in space, so it'll coincide nicely with my other mission about Artemis. And this polychromatic zirconium is a trade good, and I have to hand it off to a secure depot. So where am I going here?
Alert. Navigational data received.
What is this? There's a black hole somewhere? Well, this is certainly interesting, isn't it? Well, as much as I'd like to investigate the black hole, I have another system to get to. Is it my imagination? Or have I already been here before? You know what? I'm going to play a hunch. I'm almost positive that... Wait a minute, what? Come in, come in. Unknown signal. And I don't know who this guy is. I didn't meet him on the anomaly. I can't hear him very well. Is there anybody out there? It's outside. Something's wrong with... Alright, what's the matter? We'll have time for niceties later. I asked the stranger what is wrong. There's a moment's pause. The only sound I hear is the background hiss of cosmic radiation. You found me. There's so little light. I thought I'd never hear another soul again. I really did. How did you find my voice? Well, I found his crashed ship. You know where that? I tell the stranger about the abandoned starship wreck and how I found the communicator ID in the distress beacon. I begin to mention the anomalous space station, but they cut me off. It's outside, but I think I'm safe. There are 16 of them. They look just like... So where are you, then? Fear and confusion danced within the eyes of the stranger. After a few moments of silence, they turned to me, imploring. You don't know who you are, do you? It lied to me. It lied to all of... The sound cuts out, but their face lingers on, silent, before it too fades into nothingness. This must be Artemis, and they are clearly in need of help. I need to find a way to boost their signal. Okay, well, I still have that hunch to play. You'll notice that while I was looking at the galaxy map, I noticed that there were 3 systems, one that had a black hole, one that was the one I was in, and another which seemed to be the only... I did fly to one other system and made contact with it, and I'm wondering if that other system is where I need to go to get those other... to get that thing delivered. Apparently not. Otherwise I would have the necessary icon. Well, okay. It was worth a shot. It looked it, though, but I guess that was only because it was nearby, because it was a Viking system. Viking sounds kind of close to Viking. They do have horns. Oh, there's my ship. Sorry, this heads-up display is a bit on the confusing side sometimes. Alright, well... I'm actually going to change the active mission to... because there's 2 in this in the current system, and I'm wondering if I can get that out of the way first, as long as I can get out of the tractor beam. Okay, what about this place here? Ah, this looks like an airless enough planet. Let me just get away from that station. 4, 3, 2, 1. Voila. Doesn't tell me how long I've got. Oh wait, it does. Never mind. and it looks like this is the planet. I'm entering its atmosphere, even though said atmosphere doesn't exist. Still, I'll overlook that for the time being. Let's see. Where can I put down that's nice and photogenic? And down we go. This is first contact. Now there's nothing here to scan except the rocks, but even those are worth units. I know it's a hair confusing, the scanning stuff and then moving on to other stuff while the first stuff is scanning, but it's a way to use the downtime. Now, since there's no atmosphere, protection, the burden of protection falls to my life support systems. You can see how far down they are. Alright, so I'm going to take a picture. And there we go. That's 2 missions in one snapshot. Bit of overlap. I suppose I can sell them to one to one firm and one to another firm. Get some duplicates of the negatives. Yeah, I'm talking as though I took these on 35mm. I'm out of thruster fuel. I'm not going to go back to the mission agent just yet, though. What I am going to do is go to that other system, to a desert planet. But first I'm going to refuel my ship. Well, put in some nice launch thrusters and reload the tritium for the pulse drive. And go to this other completely unknown system, which I'm surprised I don't know even. Maybe it's because it's not on the path. If I couldn't find where in that other system I was in. Oh, that must be it right there, Tavirin. And we're going to Dredexioli 11. I can never keep these straight. But that is another system, and it may have people interested in a certain artifact I dug up. One that's worth 700 and something thousand units. I don't know. Maybe if they're willing to undervalue it less, I might just sell it for the sake of getting the money. But I must never let the buyer know that I'm that willing to have it taken off my hands. It's just me being shrewd. Another one of Jefferson Santana number L2G's systems. This wouldn't happen to be the desert planet here, would it? No, it's nuclear. Or, as that one guy from Dr. Strangelove once said, nuclear. Abandoned? Nope. Moons are considered planets sometimes. Okay, this moon does not look very hexagonal to me. But it's built as such. I mean, shame I don't exactly have the time to go there, though. Breached planet. Oh dear. Aggressive sentinels. I would like to reinforce the fact that I need better weaponry in order to combat said sentinels. At least fight back against them. This much as I don't like the idea of shooting them down, if they're going to shoot at me, I'm either going to shoot back at them or hide. Last time I hid. But I can't have mapped all the... I mean, it's looking for a desert planet, right? Well, it's obviously not this one. This is breached. I don't think that means desert. There's this one, which is nuclear. Oh, but there's a couple behind it. Maybe that's it. If I could just get to a better angle to scan the planets. Those two that are... Whoa, 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 whoa. Alright. Those are the two still way over there. What is this? Some kind of outer space thunderstorm? Yeah, whoa, whoa. I am not going to have a collision in space, thank you. Now, if I were to trip the pulse drive here, in the middle of the asteroid field, then I would be able to avoid it, but I don't know, how much tritium have I got on me? Well, I can analyze this hypercluster. That's a lot. I suppose I can afford it now. 3, 2, 1. And if I can just get far enough away so I can spot the planet and its moon like this. Okay, these are the last two planets. It's isotopic. That is not desert. And that moon is empty? Okay, we have an empty planet. Bunch of unknowns. A nuclear planet. Perhaps this is it by process of elimination. By default. I'm going to go to this moon because I don't... Wait. The presence of rusted metal, however, hints that it doesn't have an atmosphere. So we're once again left with the question of where is this desert moon? Did I miss it? Is it the breached planet? Oh boy. Maybe it is a breached planet. I don't know. The copper and the presence of gold seems to imply that, and more to the point, there's a distinct lack of cactus plants. Now, there are these cactus plants that only ever occur naturally on desert planets. But this has me wondering whether I even went to the right system. Aha! I thought abandoned meant that there was no atmosphere. I missed this earlier. It is pyrite, and it has cactus flesh. So we're going there. Honestly, this was like the first planet after the nuclear one that I scanned, and I missed it. As old gag go, Oa Tame Siam. Anyway, this is Net Fortune. I'm going to land down here, take a nice snapshot, maybe take a few scans too. Anyone else discover this planet before me? No, apparently not. So, I get to name the thing. I'll do that later after I'm not so busy scanning plants, rocks, aliens? Other aliens? Ooh, more aliens. There's only 6 species here. I wonder if I can knock them all out. Oh, what are these? I don't know, but I may or may not be in the middle of, yeah, scanning them. I am just guessing at this juncture. Fortunately, my guesses were correct. Well, that was awfully fast. It's like they saw me and they wanted to be scanned. In fact, there's another one right behind that rock. And there it is. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That has got to be by far the fastest I have ever cataloged an entire planet's worth of species. Well, I'd like to thank all of you. How's about you join me in a nice photograph? Right after this message. Yeah, all species on 3 planets. Gratifying, isn't it? But anyway, I came here to take pictures. Say cheese, all of you. And there we are. Everything all nice and sewn up. Wow, it is 72 centigrade here. That's even hotter than that scorched planet. Oh, okay. I am getting out of here now. Yeah, that is a storm I do not want to be caught in. The temperature is like quote-unquote extreme at night, but there's a firestorm to cancel it out. So I think it'll be even hotter. Yeah, look at this. The temperature is going back up from minus 80 Celsius, which, by the way, is really, really cold. If I remember correctly, minus 40 Celsius is minus 40 Fahrenheit, I think. But now we're all the way up to 132.8 centigrade. That is hotter than boiling water. But we have no time to contemplate that now. I am going to take off, switch missions to my delivery boy mission, Mr. Speedy Delivery, and see where this delivery is supposed to go. Okay. 44 seconds of... And it's on that nuclear planet. Oh, and that it has salvageable scrap, but... Salvageable scrap is going to be kind of tricky. And there's sentinels hanging around, so I hope I don't... I hope I don't disturb them too much. Wait. Come in. Ah, Viking. Gra must be some kind of expletive. I don't know exactly who this pilot is. A traitor? A historian? A grave robber? Either way, they appear to be peddling trinkets, and wouldn't you know it, I happen to have a Viking dagger. Otherwise, I would have had to decline. Lucky me. A primitive arthropod antennae. We'll find out what that's worth later on. Now I gotta deliver the goods. And I gotta find stuff to bargain with. I mean, yeah, I could spend a lot of money to make a lot of money, but I'd have to have a lot of money. Okay, we are touching down at a building of some kind. I've been to one of these places before. And these green rings mean I can touch right down on a landing pad, nice and easy. .2 rads out. Ooh, this first contact thing means I gotta remember to name these planets. The ones I've discovered anyway. I wonder if some future player is gonna discover them. Okay, so what do we have here? We have Shayastar. Well, I'm gonna change the name to I remember radioactive elements, unstable elements, artificial elements. I'll call this one... I hope I can spell this right. Okay, it's named after protactinium. Now, you may or may not have heard of it, but on the periodic table, it is between it's between uranium and thorium, if I remember correctly. Then there's the desert planet. Perhaps I'll name it after a desert. Like the Mojave Desert. I suppose I could have done that phonetically, but maybe not. Ooh, and I can upload all these too. That's worth nanites. Delivery terminal access. The client's secure lockbox will handle all the scanning and other administrative tasks. All I gotta do is hand over the item. I suppose I could decline and sell it on my own, but that would be probably illegal. Delivery processing success. But as long as I'm here, I've got a few errands to run. Example, I can finally sell these. I can get this out of my hands. It's like one thing. I came within this close to discarding it because it was taking up unnecessary space in my inventory. But nope, I sold it. Much better. Switching inventories now. There is no demand for defense chits. I might need it though. And the primitive arthropod antennae, I can sell that one too. A pristine find which when analyzed will undoubtedly reveal much about the life and habits of the creature that left it behind. And what do you know? I'm a millionaire. In units. Let's talk to some of these aliens, shall we? What is this? Your Gek servant told me you were coming into Lip. I do not have a Gek servant. It is an honor to meet one whose bloodlust exceeds even my own. Not true either. Grop, we shall kill together for the glory of Herc, you okay, dude, and our ancestors. Oh, come on. A great sentinel hunt begins. Come, let us inhale the requisite gra. But that's just gra twice. The Viking is old. It is not their skin or appearance that suggests this. These beings are too alien, too unusual for me to make a judgment on that basis. Reminds me of Bruce Coville. No, it is the way they hold themselves, the way they speak. They do not posture when they smile at me and tell me it is an honor for us to meet. I believe them. Viking at Arms Rubane promises to come to my word and make use of my new weapons terminal, but I don't have a weapons terminal. I don't have a Gek servant either. There's a lot of stuff I don't have. My place is just one room, a storage crate, and a portal. Was I misinformed? Yes. Well, interloper, let me know if you change your minds. I thirst for the hunt. Yeah, these are both Vikings and Klingons. I can sort of tell. Maybe, I suppose I don't have the monopoly, but they're too tall to be Sontarans. What's this say? Less aggressive than I might expect. Their lips curl over their teeth as they taste my scent. Did I forget to put on deodorant? Request dialect help. Alright. I'll take a mystery symbol. Is. I have sufficiently defined that. I don't want to disturb them further, but if I were to, they might respect me for wanting to learn their language. Anygard nods, solemn pride. Well, Anygard would. Let's learn about the Viking. Viking word for warrior. What is the Viking word for Viking? Is it me? The warrior looks at me sharply. I have clearly interrupted their concentration. They stole the small knife they were spinning around their fingers. Dude, get a fidget spinner. Much less dangerous. So, what symbols have we... more Viking symbols. Herc. Well, apparently that's another word in Viking, but then again, there was one that was speaking my language some time ago, and I guess Herc is like a deity of some kind? Ooh, and is teaches you the conjugations too. Apparently, I learned was as well as is. The warrior brushes away specks of blood and flesh from the mouth. They appear apologetic. Well, I don't have a napkin on me, I'm afraid. Requesting dialect help here. Mystery symbol 2. No, I suppose I could have traded with these independent traders, but, ooh, what do we got here? I have jumped ahead a ton of different ranks because I am now a millionaire. In fact, I am... Oh, and another rank. I am now a tycoon. And this is what they was looking for. There's always a few of these crates. And I am fluent. I'd hardly call myself fluent. I cannot hold a conversation in Vikinese without straining my throat, if at all. Okay, let me have a look down here. Well, I've checked out every platform, and that one is the only one with anything on it. Yeah, you can find these discarded bits of cargo. Okay, now, I could go to the mission agent in this system. But, to be perfectly frank, while I'd like to board the space station, I'd rather not... Ooh, and, one other thing before I forget. Let's see if I can scan stuff from here. It's barely readable because it's white on white, but trust me, I am having myself a nice look around. I'll scan that thing. And the other of that thing. If I only had a better multi-tool, I can install that one module I bought for my scanner. And then I'll be making more money from these scans. The range on this thing is pitifully teensy-weensy, though. Diminutive. Compared to what it could be if that range gauge is anybody's is any indicator. Alright, so, gonna board my nice radiant pillar and blast off. I'll turn these missions in, but I'll do so at the station where I handed them off. Okay, so the mission agent is at the space station. Ooh, did you see that? Yeah, when selecting a target, the pulse drive hugs the planet. Because technically, if I were to go as the crow flies, I'd be going through the atmosphere. And possibly through the planet itself. It's a nice little feature this game has. Well, before I do anything, I'm going to take a bit of a break here. Alright, let's see what you got multi-tool wise. It's C-class, but its damage potential, well, I have seen better offered. So I'm going to say no to it. You need to be a millionaire to afford a spaceship, too. But at the same time, I suppose it takes money to make money. Also, I can talk to some of these by keying here. The warrior shakes their head, their hackles rising, they are on edge, impatient. Maybe wanting to learn their language will cool things down a bit. What word did I learn? Did it just not pop up? With our eyes are open, this Viking appears to be asleep. Maybe you can teach me the word for sleep. Ah, the Viking word for me. Well, you. Possibly both. I learned is and was. The warrior looks confused as I approach. They scan their surroundings nervously, their worried eyes darting around the room. And yeah, whenever there's a mystery symbol, I'm going to take it because they're not just the nouns. They're the essential parts of dialogue. I think I said that already. Oh, Corvax. We can learn one of their words, too. But they don't have any mystery symbols. How about travel? Where? Well, that's important. This warrior appears to be in some sort of trance. It would be unwise to disturb them further, but at the same time, Corporal Diz clenches and unclenches one fist as they consider me. Eventually, they thrust a data pad toward me, listing a series of language symbols. Well, he wasn't too irritated anyway. Alright, so anyway, I'm going to go to the system my base is in so that I can return to the mission agents and hand in all 4 of these missions. Alright, I'm ready to hand in stuff. I got this. I got this. Isn't my imagination, did I only hand in 2 things? I got more stuff to... There we go, that's better. Oh wow. Hunting dangerous pirates. Killing creatures. Mutton dressed as nanites. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to get back to these entities on this. I can bone up on my vocabulary though. Wait a minute. What have we here? Let me see if I can pick this up. We have 41, 54, okay, that's A, and 54 I think is T. 4C, that's L. 41, another A. And 53, that's S. So that says Atlas in Unicode binary. It's probably more recognizable in hexadecimal. But lesson learned, don't kid a kidder. Please to be queried, analyst entity on present a series of symbols that Some represent words I might learn, like Unicode. Okay, I'm gonna keep doing this. You know, the Chinese. I'll use a friendship symbol. In the Chinese language, I think, or written language anyway, is characters, and it takes, I think, I heard this once, 10,000 characters. Well, you have to know 10,000 characters to read a newspaper, an average newspaper. I feel like I'm going the same way here, but still, if I learn enough words, I'll be able to understand in what they say more clearly. It's always helpful. Maybe this is what this is how Dr. Samuel Johnson felt when he invented the dictionary. Let's try Corvax. The weird keeps looking at my multi-tool. Why do you want my multi-tool so bad? It is a wimpy multi-tool. By keen symbol. Okay, I'm gonna... Alright, fine. One last entity. I wonder how the Corvax regard aggression. Disconnection. Alright. Cool ship, wish I could afford it. Let's see, ooh, and I got milestones. I've met 30 aliens, at least. Actually, no, apparently it's 35 aliens. And I've ranked up in the Corvax. Hey, next hierarchy. I'm a point of interest and a magnet. I'm a multi-millionaire. And I've learned 30 words. I've done a lot. And I've met 40 aliens. Okay, finally done. And now, the infinite polygon charger. I will exchange my multi-tool for this one with 1,355.2 damage potential. And apparently I can improve the class of this thing. I mean, yeah, okay, it costs a bit much, but the fact that I can do it says something. So, about this multi-tool. Well, let me see, what do I need? I need wiring looms. I really do. But this, I can just stick this right in here, and I can get fauna analysis rewards 14 times what I've been getting. I mean, granted, it's relatively low-grade stuff, but, well, you gotta start from somewhere, don't you? So I gotta take a hop over to the Intergalactic Trade Terminal. And yes, I did notice that there's a hollow terminus with my name on it, waiting for me to make contact with Artemis. But I gotta hop through a couple of hoops here. Alright. Yeah, this is why I like to shop here for... Oops, sorry. For wiring looms. I'm going to need these at some point, so I'm going to buy as many as I can afford. That's 10 of them. And now that I've got all these wiring looms, I'm going to start improving my multi-tool. Let's see, what do I need here? Ion battery, I don't have any cobalt, I need that. Carbon nanotubes, dihydrogen jelly, more carbon nanotubes, sealed deuterium. How am I supposed to get that? Okay, I'll take one of these, one of these, one of these, and one of these, and do some installing for terrain manipulator. That's in. Oh lordy, did I forget the carbon nanotubes? Can't have forgotten those. Maybe I just miscounted them. There, that's better. Oh, and it has a bolt caster. That's a weapon. It's a basic weapon, but it's a weapon anyway. And I suppose I can stash the rest of these wiring looms in my starship's cargo hold. I'll still be able to use them. I wonder if I can sell this. And now it's time to find this long-distance transmitter and make contact with Artemis.